Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another edition of Geek Culture Congress. I'm one of your hosts, always Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by the full team, starting with my good friend, Mr. Tarek Lewis. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very good. I don't know what this background is. It's weird and strange, but I'm here for it.
I like it. You look very Caribbean there. There you go.
Yeah.
I
feel like
Mr.
Are you the Cardinals?
I feel like a very
What's
rich
his name
South
again? Cliff
African.
Kingsbury.
The guy that was just flexing.
Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury at the draft.
Yeah, I feel like I did my ancestry.com, and I'm here right now. And I'm in the Turks and Caicos.
Mr. Joey Franchise, welcome to the show, sir.
Yes, sir. I don't have a nice background, but you can see my logo, and that's pretty whatever.
You have a brand. I got a logo, by the way.
I have a logo too.
Yeah, you go put your logo, bro. I'm gonna put change my thing here.
Speedy be holding out. Speedy got like a really dope logo connect. I saw some like visual shit when he was DJing, and I'm like, bro, where'd you get this?
Yeah. No.
I got lucky. A fan made that for me. That's what happened.
Speedy is the Vladimir Putin of podcast.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
What?
He invades
say that one more time clearly so everyone can hear you.
Yeah, he's a Vladimir Putin of podcast. He doesn't give you any freedoms. He just invades other people's. We're on their Twitch channel right now. Not even your own Twitch channel. It's weird. You're just taking Andrew's followers, and it's great.
Dang.
I appreciate it. And Mr. Andrew Tallman, Alto Games. How are you doing, sir?
Doing well.
Yeah.
I'm sunburnt from Airfest this weekend, but it was a wonderful time.
You got to put the microphone a little closer to your
So I was saying I'm sunburnt severely from Airfest this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be tall, dark, and handsome soon. But saw the Blue Angels. So that was awesome.
Yeah, that's always a good time.
Yes.
The Blue Angel show is great, and of course, Michaela Figueroa, aka Make a Fig.
Oh,
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's been a while. I wasn't on the last show.
No, no more Star Wars rage right now? Nothing pent up you want to talk about?
No, I don't want anything. What, is there something that can't happen that I should know
I'm
about?
messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
No, I'm repping Star Wars today.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Star Wars.
Very nice.
Star Wars.
One word, Star Wars.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a unique week. First off, we have to talk about the slap that's been heard around the world because we got to get it off our chest. I know we just got to get through it. We got to get through it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Will Smith versus Chris Rock. Who you got?
What'd you say?
Will Smith versus Chris Rock. Who you got, Tarek?
I'm just going to say this, man.
Go ahead.
Will Smith's from West Philly. I respect that. I love the roots. I love the movie You Got Served. I love a lot about Philly. I got family in Philly. Mm-hmm. But I wish the motherfucker would. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, you're on God. And I'm not a gangster. I'm not a fighter or whatever. But when I do comedy, at the moment, the second step, most comedy stages have steps.
Mm-hmm.
The second step, I'm fucking you up on the second step. I don't care if it's Al Pacino. I'm giving work to Meryl
Jason
Streep.
Momoa.
Yeah.
What if Jason Momoa?
He getting.
We're going down. It's going down. It's going down.
What
Right?
about Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Yeah, Dwayne.
I'm not letting him get the height advantage because I feel like if The Rock or Jason Momoa is walking up, they want smoke. So I'm not letting you get that advantage. I'm kicking you in the chest because once we get on equal playing fields, then you're gonna win. But if I got the high ground, you can kick in the throat, chest. I'm fucking Will Smith up. I'm knocking the Bel Air out of Will Smith.
Everywhere.
That's exactly what Obi-Wan said.
I am knocking the Jazzy Jeff out of Will Smith, B. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to let someone who worship Tupac get offended by my joke and then come, nah. I'm squaring up. And he was completely out of line. And that's something you handle.
At the after party.
Yeah.
That's something you handle later, I feel like, if I'm being honest with you with the show, I feel like that situation is going to happen with Rich Ortiz and Tallman over him watching movies.
Over the
I
Batman?
feel like one day it's going to be a pull-up situation, and we're going to be like, yo, just don't do that.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't resort to that. But I feel
I'm a
like
lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Joy franchise, who you got? Will Smith or Chris
it's
Rock?
I really wish Will Smith would have used that type of action in Suicide Squad. You know, because it was still in the
I wish he
movie.
would have smacked somebody from Warner Brothers like that.
Right. Maybe we would have had a better movie. But listen, I think it was really out of line. But to fairness to Will, I feel like nobody's been taking him serious since this whole, their marriage has been super transparent. Everybody's up in their business, the entanglement stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like he dropped the book where he actually leaks out a little bit more stuff. And he's just being really transparent with his life, and him and Jada, and everybody's just always been curious about it for so many years. And now it's like the butt of the joke. So like Will Smith is looked at like a soft person.
Right.
So, it kind of, I think that was the last straw. It's like, okay, I'm really tired of people cracking. I'm tired of being the butt of the jokes. And he's talking about his wife, but he's tired of like the entire family, their relationship, just being one big ass joke. And Chris Rock just caught it. I don't even think it was Chris Rock's fault. I think it was the writer's fault. I thought it was a bad joke. But how at the end of the day is Chris Rock supposed to know that she has alopecia?
That's true.
I didn't know.
So it depends on. I didn't know either. I mean,
I didn't know either.
I had a feeling that that's what the case was, because she's always had short hair, and I knew, and I went to school, and I'm friends with people who have alopecia. So I mean, I kind of sensed it, but like I said, it's none of my business at the end of the day. But I mean, Chris Rock, I'm sure didn't know, and it was just a bad, poorly written joke.
Yo,
Mr. Alto Game.
Look at my profile right now. I'm clearly searching for male pattern baldness. Like, this shit's funny.
Mr. Alto Games.
Joey don't have no profile pic, but Tallman and Rich all got hair.
I'm losing my hair little by little, I think.
Yeah, well, no one knows. You should choose them place your cameras,
Little by
so
little.
no one knows.
Yeah.
You know that for a
What'd you
fact.
say, Michaela?
Yeah, Daredevil hair.
I'll be bald by I'm 70? 60?
Maybe. Hey, if you embrace it.
I'm okay. I'm sorry.
The little
We'll
strands
live.
that could,
Life could be worse. Mr. Alto Games, who you got? Chris Rock?
Well, I mean,
Will Smith?
only one of them played Muhammad Ali, so I mean, that's what I gotta say about that. Speaking of which, I don't know why I didn't do Right Hook. Obvious reasons, but anyway, I got Will in this, but yeah, it's obviously ridiculous, but he loves his wife. So.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Rich Ortiz, sir. How you doing? We are talking about the slap heard around the world.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Tell me who you got, brother. Who you got? Will Smith, Chris Rock.
You gotta
Pick
go
one.
with the guy. You gotta go with the guy that faced so many people in movies and kicked all their asses that he had to face himself.
Gemini Man.
Mr. Will Smith.
Gemini Man.
Come on. My man had to whoop his own ass in a movie just so that he could have himself.
Did he get paid twice for that movie?
Nah.
He should
I don't know.
have. His
His
double
youngest,
likeness.
I haven't
His
still
young-
seen
Y'all
it to
didn't
this
watch
day.
Gemini Man, and that's
You're
what
not
makes me
missing
mad. Like, people
I
didn't
didn't. I
watch
haven't
it.
even seen. I have not seen that movie.
Tarek, I'm mad that you did.
You're not missing it.
No, I sent. Tarek reviewed this movie for the show. Tarek reviewed that movie for the show when we first started.
put
Gemini
on for
Man
the
was
podcast,
he put on for the
cuz.
podcast. He said it was it was decent.
Okay.
You said
If I
it was
remember
decent. Did you
correctly.
see the? Did you see the
The real question
college scene?
The whole what color scene?
The last scene.
Oh, you watched it.
Oh,
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, yes, I did.
How did we turn into the debate about Gemini Man? That's okay.
Because
I'll let
it's
it
Will
continue.
Smith.
All right.
It's Will Smith.
Hold on. The real question is,
Will
did
Smith
Tall
smacked
Man
the
see
after
this
Earth out
movie?
of Chris Rock.
Of course, I did not see Gemini Man. I'm calling it Gemini Man for a reason.
That's something a Gemini would do too.
Yeah.
That's some
That's
Gemini
something a
energy
Gemini
right
would
there.
do. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
some Gemini
I'm
energy
still-
right
It's the
there.
second. The
I'm
second
still-
clone. The clone is the one who came up on stage to accept the speech.
That probably was his clone that slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. Oh man.
Yeah, that's better than the excuse he gave. My man was like,
Michaela, you
what, I
haven't
had
told
to-
us. Michaela, you haven't told us who you going for here.
I I don't really
It's a
want to.
SmackDown
I don't know.
Battle
I don't
Royale.
want to pick. But
Will Smith, Chris Rock, 1-on-1. Who you got?
I mean, we all know. We all said the same guy. But I mean, I think they're both in the wrong. But he's a comedian. Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez. Like, what are we gonna stop comedians from doing everything?
These is jokes.
But he was. Listen, he was the example. Was he not?
Yeah.
All those jokes being made all night long were all distasteful. They were jokes.
Yes.
And he was the one man to get up on stage to say a joke that Will Smith already gets fired up about something. And he's the example. Is he not? Like
I may be
I just
wrong,
think that
but-
he like everyone is just making jokes all night long, and it just seems like it was all just going sour, like leading up to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden Chris Rock gets slapped in the face by Will Smith. It's like he's like I said, he's the example. What is he? Is Jada Pinkett Smith going to go up and slap Regina Hall?
Right.
This was the
No.
reason why.
Please.
Her dress is
And
way
how
too
many
big. She
people-
could not get up on that stage.
How many people
I'm
have?
just saying.
How many people? The people who have posted memes of Will crying and entanglement thing, and even the fact that we can make the joke about the entanglement shows that we're all complicit in ridiculing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Yeah.
Mike Lowry. So he deserves to fade all of us more
Listen.
than that one little Chris Rock joke. Which would have been taken as a compliment, I think, if he didn't react that way. He was like,
Honestly,
"Yo,
though,
G.I. Jane
young
too,"
Will
like,
Smith deserved a slap in the face,
Young Will Smith.
and he knows this, and he knows
see.
this. He was,
When
he was a little jerk.
Black on Viv should have slapped him. Dark skin on Viv should have slapped him. Back down.
It's like, listen, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a comedy sitcom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's like
Chris Rock was in.
He was in an episode.
Yeah, he was in an episode, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
and I'm not
He was a
like,
trans
the
woman in the
original.
episode.
He was, I just you need to respect the comedy, but I don't know. It went out of line. It went out of line. But what I thought was really funny, which I was talking to Tallman or Alto Games about before, I was like, listen, he's already laughing about it. They need to make Street Fighter Oscars edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celebrity. What was the celebrity? What the old MTV show?
Celebrity
Deathmatch.
Deathmatch. I missed that.
We need that back.
But it's
Johnny
like,
Gomez.
I mean, to put Chris Rock versus Will Smith in an actual hand-to-hand combat, bro. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Pookie gonna get like dragged, dog.
That's true.
It's
true, though.
9 times out of 10.
Has Chris Rock whooped anybody's ass in any movie?
Wasn't
I'm
he
just
in,
saying.
Wasn't it the
I'm
devil
just
in
saying,
what was that?
Anthony
What
I
was
didn't
that?
watch. I didn't watch the new Saw movie, but
Yeah,
I'm
I don't know if he
pretty
didn't
sure
fight
his
against
ass
the
whooped
Saw.
in that too.
Oh, he was in Saw. Yeah, that's right. I forgot
was
about
in Saw.
that.
Did he had any action scenes in that? I don't know.
No, but it's what's
No,
funny
not
though
really.
is that there was a cut scene of when Samuel Jackson's like giving Will Smith a handshake after he got his award, and he gave like Will the hardest like handshake, like a real like I'm proud of you kind of handshake. I think like people have been wanting to smack Chris Rock for years.
Chris Rock has said, he said people don't like me. He was like, I'm
He-
weird.
He has a show called
he
Everybody.
had a show.
Yeah. Not
Everybody
even
hates
just
Chris.
that. There was a joke, and I was watching videos today. There was a joke that Chris Rock did 6 years. No, what was it? 2 years ago about Jada Pinkett Smith, or it might have been 6 years ago. And he
6
said
years ago.
something about. All right, so 6 years ago, and it was something about Jada boycotting the Academy Awards.
Yeah. That's old.
And that joke was even.
That was worse.
even
That was worse than the last
They,
one.
they,
It was
they got
worse
beef.
because
They
he
got
said-
history. They got
because he
history.
was
They
like-
were in Madagascar
yeah.
together. Shoot.
He said something along the lines like, "Oh,
Okay, don't make a thing.
Jada didn't even get invited to the Academy Awards. That's like him being invited to Rihanna's panties. The invitation came.
Wow.
He's a comedian. I don't know. I'm
My-
defending him, but I'm also I'm a wife. So obviously I like when my husband defends me for things. But if my husband slaps someone, unless like someone was being like sexual, I don't think that violence is the answer.
You know, but like,
would your husband pull up on the Geek Culture Congress? Like,
Is Dominic have to smack?
Like your husband pulling up on Tubman and he can't pull up on me because I'm at home. I'm
just saying. I'm just saying. The whole alopecia thing, like that was national news, and you know what? Maybe he might have not known, but only Will Smith.
I didn't know.
I knew, but I mean, only Will Smith.
Well, look at your hair.
But I'm just saying.
Of course you knew. You've been researching follicles.
Listen, every time I see, no offense
for Geek Culture Congress, I'm doing my research and development. All right.
Listen, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have been on the news like all the time,
and he's tired of this shit.
No, if it ended up on the news, I probably didn't read it. I keep up with my pop culture, but once it started getting Will Smith and Jada, I'm like, oh, what again? I'm gonna skip this.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
also you're in the spotlight. But you're in the spotlight, Rich. You're in the spotlight.
Yeah, so the fuck what? I'm gonna slap the shit out of nigga if I feel like it too. I'm just saying.
That's
good, you can, but you also need to get the jokes made at you.
Can we scale back on the Puerto Ricanism there, Rich? That was a little too much.
The inner Bronx came out in Rich.
I'm just saying. People forget Will Smith from Philadelphia. My man pulled up on somebody for talking crazy about his wife.
That was not talking crazy.
Chris Rock from Brooklyn, though. I'm telling you right now, Chris Rock from Brooklyn.
Y'all, how much better on TV?
I seen how Brooklyn are.
How much better TV would have been if they would have squared up on the stage right there?
If you were in Australia, you would have heard it.
Still, if you look closely at that still when he got smacked, you can see Chris Rock balling up that fist.
He was like
that right cross was coming, and he actually thought about it. He's like,
and you know what? He thought about it. He's like, you know what? Maybe I fucked up a little bit. You know, maybe I did.
Maybe I
crossed
the line.
About it.
It's also because who spoke to him afterward.
Yeah. No. Yes. Talking about at the moment though.
But I'm talking about at the when he did his acceptance speech. He already got spoken to by his publicist, by Denzel Washington, and of course some of them were on his side, but a lot of them were like calming him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's ruined any opportunity he had to be Blue Marvel. Is out.
And that is our transition to back to
the and the rest of them. Did you play Candyman? Queue up.
I'm not a man.
You're in the queue now.
I'm not saying what he did was right, but what I'm saying is only Will Smith knows the effect that the alopecia had on Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah. Only he sees the hurt that she's been through. And you know what? My man actually felt a little hurt, and he felt for his wife. So you can't knock the man
for his wife.
I respect that 120%. But violence is never the answer. That's it.
No, yeah.
Never.
And I think
Kaylee, you never try to smack somebody, yo.
If they're coming at me with smack, yes, I'm beating their ass. But if it's a comment or a joke,
first time I've heard Michaela. Yeah, that's twice I've heard Michaela cuss on the show. Oh my goodness.
Yo, he's not making that second step. I'm telling y'all
straight. Only if someone comes at me.
I know Will.
I'm okay with everyone else, but Michaela, oh my goodness.
If someone comes at me physically.
The Puerto Rican is coming out of everybody.
No, I curse a lot.
I'm not even Puerto Rican. I'm being Puerto Rican.
I say that indigenous violence is coming out of everyone today.
I say that the situation could have
Aries season. It's Aries season.
The situation could have been a lot worse. That could have been a full blown fist fight in the middle of the Oscars. You know.
But now nobody knows. Now everybody knows not to joke on Will Smith and Jada now.
And then they would have said.
With all that said,
I'm still gonna do it. I want to fight Will Smith now. As a comedian, I want to defend our culture. I want to fight Will Smith.
With all that said, I still think it was staged.
Probably.
I still think it was staged.
Doesn't Chris Rock have a tour coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kevin Hart.
With Kevin Hart, yeah.
Yeah, it's not something Kevin Hart would say.
Hey, wait until this week when that Red Table Talk comes. You know, they're going to have
two of them.
A Facebook video of that. You know, this is all pre-calculated, man. I don't think Will Smith, the person that he is, and you know what, if he did, then you know it says something about sometimes people get fed up.
He's human. He's human like we all are human. You know, we got
but Will Smith is big into the social media and stuff now, and
what he really has to explain is how the hell is there going to be an I Am Legend 2 unless you base it off of alternate ending What are we doing here, Will?
Yeah.
That's what I need to explain.
It's going to be like some alien cloning or something happen. I don't know.
How are we doing I Am Legend 2?
He used all
Jamini, man.
He used all the zombie bodies to cover him in a force field from the bomb.
No, it's like Sandman.
He's got to have no arms at the very.
Maybe he put the grenade down the zombie's mouth.
Rich, is this your Patton Oswalt moment in Parks and Rec? Comes with the whole plot.
You have to explain the.
Oh my God!
You have to explain the joke for people who don't understand.
So Patton Oswalt.
He put the grenade in the dead dog's mouth, and then gave it to the zombie, and then
dinner.
I really don't know, but if he is in I Am Legend 2, he could just be in a bunch of flashback scenes that somebody's in or something. They're not saying that he's going to be a character.
It's weird.
Well, shouts out to everyone who's watching the live show. You feel free.
They basically did that with Last of Us, and then with whatchamacallit.
Yeah. Feel free to comment if you guys want to be part of the show. Feel free to comment and let us know what you're thinking about the slap heard around the world. But we're gonna move on. The show Let's
go to something more on our platform.
on our platform. Yeah, talking about Moon Knight. It's Moon Knight week, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting our Marvel fix again.
Yeah.
What's the hype level now, guys? We're what, Wednesday?
Still at the same level. Don't give a shit. I'll watch it, and I hope it's good.
Wow.
I hope it's good.
This just came in right in time.
I'm actually very excited for a person.
Sometimes you gotta slap a bitch.
DJ Blizz.
Yeah.
I'm still not overly hyped. I like Oscar Isaac. Just the character is not very interesting to me, but I am open to being pleasantly surprised by Moon Knight.
Richard T.
I've liked every Disney show. Yeah. So some people are like, even though my least favorite has been for the Marvel has been Loki, I didn't hate it.
Okay.
I liked it, but I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was the best one. So they've all been good. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you all agree. Like, none of the Disney Marvel shows have been bad.
Right.
There's none that have been trash. So I have no reason.
I think it's gonna be great. The reviews have been great. I think it's gonna be great. I mean, I have no doubt.
Reviews, Speedy. I think people make reviews based off their expectations.
True.
So I'm not convinced that Morbius is going to be bad.
It's overwhelmingly positive. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for.
I think people just want Marvel properties because they've delved into them religiously and said, "I am a Marvel person," so they want the Marvel properties. And so I'm cautiously neutral.
All right, Richard Ortiz, how you feel about the Moon Knight?
A whole lot of
you on the hype? You hype like me or no?
Nah, not that. Because
the hype, I'm pretty hyped.
Not even you can hit the high note, but I'm just saying.
I can't.
My hype level is like at a 6. Like, I'm hyped for new content, but like I said last week, man, I think Marvel's putting in, and you know what? That they might be doing it on purpose. I think they're putting in too many stories and not hitting what they should be hitting. But I think that they're doing that purposely to kind of make you guys forget about
they're dragging it along.
Going on. Yeah,
they're making it drag out.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what happened to Loki. I'm still trying to figure out
you're gonna get that
what's Wanda doing. White Vision just decided that he was going to leave. Like, there's a lot of questions that I still have. So I'm still worried about that, but I'm hype about a new show and new content.
Fair enough. Joey Franchise, your hype level for Moon Knight. I know we talked about this last week, but I don't care. I want to know now. As we're getting closer?
I'm at a 7. I like some of the clips I've been seeing. I'm getting more context with a lot of the clips they've been releasing leading up to the Wednesday release.
Yeah.
I'm at a 7, so it's intriguing to me. The storyline, I kind of got an idea of like how all of his multiple personalities are going to fit in.
Okay. How
they're going to make a play on all that. Still, I mean, I know who the big bad is, but I'm curious to know. I just hope that the show doesn't really drag. You know what I'm saying? I hope we get. Like,
I think it's 6. Is it 6 or 8?
6 episodes,
Oh, yeah.
And we're getting the first 2 on Wednesday. So
I thought it's 2 of them. Nice.
yeah, 2 episodes on Wednesday.
I will enjoy that.
I just hope that they don't really drag the storyline. I like what they did with Hawkeye, and that was a 6-episode series too. So I hope they keep that same pace.
Michaela?
I'm excited. I'm really excited for it. I think it's a very good cast.
Yeah.
And I don't know, after, some time lapse in between, Hawkeye and now, excuse me, I just feel like, you know what, I need to personally separate the shows from the movies.
Okay.
Just like we did with the Netflix series.
Yeah.
Because
But
Marvel
with the understanding that they
do exist in the same universe.
They're connected.
So knowing that maybe Loki will never return to an MCU film, knowing that Moon Knight might never go to any of the main films, but just having a good time at home and watching, superhero stuff on Disney Plus. I mean, I want more content on Disney Plus. I need to know what I'm spending my money on. And I am just really excited.
For your Star Wars stuff. Come on.
That too. That's what I'm saying. Like Marvel and Star Wars is
Your National Geographic.
But I mean, we all know that Boba Fett was like not everything we all dreamed about.
It was all right.
But
they mailed it in.
But this is why I like characters that we're not familiar with, because then we don't have a big expectation on it.
There you go. Fair enough. Mr. Alto Games.
I'm actually super excited for this. It's something. It's like a brand new character for the MCU. Like it's basically Marvel's adaptation of Batman, or like the Marvel's Batman counterpart in a way, which is ironic because Morbius is a Batman. But anyway, yeah, yes, the air quotes, of course. But no, like I also love the like I'm a huge psychological horror fan, so like I'm loving those aspects.
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
that's gonna be dope.
Like so I'm liking the different direction that it's taking, and I feel like this will kind of be like a bit of a litmus test to see how audiences react to that genre before the new I almost said Captain Strange, Doctor Strange movie comes out. So
who's down? Who's down to do a watch party with me at 3:00 in the morning?
No. I will be asleep.
Speedy, you don't stay up past 9 o'clock.
Come on, Tarek.
Grandpapa.
Watch party with me, 3:00 in the morning. Come on.
No. I mean, I might be up, but I ain't talking to you.
We're gonna watch Moon Knight. We ain't gonna be talking.
Nah.
Tarek's trying to get to the top. Find a little shout of y'all like.
Joey, you stay up. Come on, 3:00 in the morning. You got you're on baby duty.
Yeah, I also got to be quiet.
Earbuds.
It's a quiet watch.
Last thing I want to do is in there be whispering to you.
You make it seem like Speedy, you got kids. You make it seem like the baby's a vampire. Speedy,
who's that?
3:00 in the morning.
Who's that?
Jake from State Farm. Used to be in Waco. Used to DJing. You know what I'm talking about, Speedy?
And that's 2 episodes too. That's not 1, but 2 episodes.
Oh,
At 3 a.m.
Maybe you sleep through the night. You out here talking about waking up.
Speedy, let's have a watch party at work on Wednesday. How about that? 2 episodes. We could watch that in the studio.
Yeah, go live.
Oh, I'm not coming in the building. Y'all can forget that.
No, yeah, we got Restream, baby. We got Restream. I pay good money for this. We'll discuss it later between us off camera.
Moon Knight sounds like a racial slur to me. I just don't
Oh
like
my
it.
god.
I just don't like the name.
And Morbius.
Darkness,
He's wide.
everybody, darkness.
And Morbius. Are we to believe, ladies and gentlemen, it's Morbius week 2 as well. Morbius comes out
Moon Knight,
this
Black
weekend.
Adam, all sounds like racial slurs. I'm out.
Morbius.
Look at you, Black Adam.
Is it a Trash Panda on fire compactor movie, or it's gonna be decent?
We already know the answer to this.
How do we know that?
The director spoiled it.
We're going off of reviews, of early reviews. People have been breaking. People have been breaking the
NDA.
No, the NDA and the what's the word I'm looking for?
You got to have a really bad movie to break an NDA.
Yeah, they're not an NDA. The embargo. People were breaking the review embargo to post on Instagram how bad it was and how the cut scenes did not make any sense at all.
That's a good point, though, Joey. You got to be really bad in movies to break the embargo.
It's like, screw this. I'm letting everybody know.
Yeah.
Do not.
This is literally like wasting my time for wherever 2 hours or wherever.
I'm trying to save the economy. Don't go to see it.
Didn't the director just spoil all of it too?
Oh, snap.
Last week?
Where's that at?
There was something like that. I think what
The ending.
Yeah, I think that it was more so the ending, and it's crazy because I mean, a lot of stuff that you are hoping that they would have did, a lot of alley oops from No Way Home that you thought would have been made, apparently aren't made in this movie.
They didn't connect. They didn't high five.
That's all
And
I'm
they
saying.
cut a lot of stuff apparently.
And it's crazy because they kept pushing this movie back
Pushing it back.
for
Yeah.
a year, like for every 6 months they were pushing it back. And the movie was like, what, we got a first trailer like 2 years ago? And now here it is, finally ready to come out. But it's like they were adding a few things. They were changing the stories up a few times, and you'd hope that it was because of No Way Home and all the stuff that was going on with that. But apparently, from what I heard, they definitely they had a shot and they didn't take it.
Ooh.
Well, that's what I think the bad reviews are for. I think the bad reviews are that it doesn't tie into anything. That being said, it can also be a trash movie. It's not a movie that I don't think anybody wanted this made.
Opening day, Tarek Lewis, yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Oh,
Absolutely not. Like, this is a movie that, like, oh, I remember that guy from the Spider-Man animated series. No one's like, why don't they do a Morbius movie? Like, it's not. This is not a supply and
I need
demand
to see a
situation.
Morbius movie right now.
This is film socialism. This is like, we're giving you this, and just take it because this is all we can give you.
Opening date, Rich Ortiz or what?
Only if you answer this question first. What has more interest, this or Robotech?
This, unfortunately, this.
This
Can't lie.
This has more
And I'll
interest
tell
than
you what,
Robotech.
as long as you admit it.
And I tell you what, if Sony's the one who has the Robotech rights. So if this is the kind of movies they're gonna let happen, I'm not feeling too good about anything Robotech that ever comes.
I think
in the future.
Robotech's gonna be bad regardless of what anybody does.
Listen,
I don't know.
if this
Definitely
movie,
Sony.
if this movie is out Thursday night at 7 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch it because I got nothing to do. I'll watch
It's a nothing to do. It's a nothing to do movie.
I got nothing to do Thursday night. I might watch it, But
it goes against your whole brand, Rich. I feel like you always have something to do.
I'm just saying, not this Thursday. This Thursday, your boy chilling.
I talk about this weekend. It's this got to be this weekend or no.
You know what? I might watch it this Thursday. But again, man, my hype level for this movie is not that high. I'm kind of mad at Marvel, man, but it's all right.
It's not Marvel. It's Sony, bro.
It's all
still
Marvel. It's still Marvel. But it's like, they pushed this movie back so many times, and for this to get such bad reviews, it's kind of off-brand for Marvel. But again, Sony. It's Sony. So
here we go. Joey, are you there? Opening weekend?
Just to probably get it out the way. Yeah, I'll probably see it opening weekend just to go see it, take what I can take from it, and keep it pushing because I got a feeling like this movie's gonna get dragged all through social media.
Mm-hmm.
It already is getting dragged, and I already heard like what the ending is, and I'm not moved by it. And there's certain scenes in the trailer that just don't pan out the way that we hope that they pan out.
Yeah.
Another thing, I think Sony needs to stick to its strengths. They make amazing PlayStation games and PlayStation systems. All that, they need to just stick to their strength. This movie shit ain't working for them. They need to chill the fuck out. Give Disney the goddamn rights to all that Spider-Man shit and let them take care of it because all this dumb villain standalone movies are trash. Morbius.
Joey's
this is
like,
the
Sony,
worst.
make headphones.
But he
Make
going,
headphones.
but he going this weekend to see it.
Keep making headphones.
He's going with all the hate.
Shit, bring back the Sony Walkman. It's better than all these Marvel standalone villain movies. These are just trash.
The Vio Touch.
I'm not impressed, and it's crazy. They're just making Jared Leto look bad out in these streets. And Jared Leto maybe needs to stop doing the comic book movies because he's already 0 for 2.
Well,
he was okay in the Snyder Cut. He was okay in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, but in the Snyder Cut, he only had like 10 seconds.
Well, in the the stuff we didn't see. There you go. Yeah.
I don't know. This is just bad. Sony needs to stop with these standalone movies.
Michaela,
Nobody
opening
nobody
weekend?
cares.
I already have my tickets.
Oh man.
But forced.
Wow.
Forced.
Shout out to Leo. He says no one's rushing to see this movie.
Yeah, I'm not rushing to see this movie. Absolutely not. But because, well, my husband's like, well, you didn't watch Venom 2. Can you at least come and watch Morbius?
Oh,
And
so
I
the
said,
husband is the culprit.
I said, sure.
You heard that, Tarek, right?
That's what love does, man. It's good.
Keep her husband's name out your fucking mouth.
Love is a hell of a drug.
But-
Mr. Drew Tallman, who waits to see things last minute. You're gonna go opening weekend.
I'm not only gonna just wait for this. I'm gonna wait for it to come out on Laserdisc.
Wow.
It's like I had zero interest.
You
in
can go
this,
watch it
and,
on cassette.
Yes. I'll watch it on 8-track. You know.
He'll hear it on audio. He'll listen to the audio version.
I'm debating still.
I'm gonna get a free Audible subscription, week trial just to watch it.
Probably be late listening to that too, bro.
Exactly.
If it's successful and it comes out with a video game, are you going to play the video game?
I'll play the video game.
You're gonna play the video game?
Again, just
And
like Joey said,
stream it?
Sony
Are you
video
gonna
game.
stream it too?
Yeah.
Their best bet was to come out with a Morbius video game.
Literally.
And connect it? It's
And
like,
connect
man,
it.
there's your movie, guys. There you
I mean, this should really be a Blade movie, if we're being honest.
Morbius should be in Blade.
go. Yeah.
It
Yo,
should,
like,
it
If
should
you're
be
gonna do a
Morbius and Blade.
vampire,
I
Yeah.
gave you guys the alternate ending right now that could work for everything. Blade comes in at the end, kills Morbius. Blade coming soon. Boom.
That's a
Cut
waste
the
of a
check.
movie.
Blade
Sony.
will return.
Cut
Cut the
check.
check,
Blade will
Sony.
return.
Blade doesn't even come out.
Cut
This is
the check.
Blade.
It's like Blade is in this universe. Blade was in this movie.
Dark
And I heard
In the
it's-
shadows.
From what I heard a lot too, like from these the non-spoilery tweets and stuff like that. It's just there's no really connective tissue to it in No Way Home. It just seems like they just put this movie together and just say like, oh well, you just kind of don't know what universe it exists in. And then they say in the commercial that you're gonna find out where you exist, but apparently like all the connective tissue is just all fucked up. And then that scene and then apparently it's an underwhelming exchange between him and Vulture. So.
But
Yeah.
the movie was made way before No Way Home, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like
I
you
think
said,
so.
it's been 2 years in the making, 2 years since the trailer. That probably means they made it in 2018, 2019?
Yeah, they probably weren't fluid enough to make it connect.
They just need to
Sometimes
stick
you
to Into the Spider-Verse. Sony just needs to
Yes.
stick with the animated.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for that.
I was just Sony needs to stick with the animated. I agree. What if they do Blade and Blade's just white? It's just a white guy.
It's Matt
Why is
Damon.
Blade Irish?
Matt
Like Sony doesn't. They just decided that Okay.
Sony doesn't see color.
Blade is Matthew McConaughey.
So Sony didn't have. The
What's up with
pants
this
on.
woke white casting? Blade.
I say
His name is
my,
Knife.
My Sunday freed up,
It's
and I
woke
might go see
ruining
it
Blade.
Sunday.
The butter knife.
I might go see it Sunday because my Sunday freed up. Other than that,
They're just skipping church. They're skipping church to go see it. Don't listen to them.
nah, that's too early. That's way too early. Way
Like
too
I said.
early.
Matinee.
How about
Maybe-
Super
super
tickets.
How about Super Cuban Blade? There you go.
There you go.
Super Cuban Blade.
I had a friend of mine that said he said to me, he said, what if instead of Eldians in Attack on Titan, if all Puerto Ricans became Titans? It was the funniest thread. It was the funniest thread ever.
I look like the armored titan right now, dog.
Oh my god.
Like, that's so frightening.
Dark Marvel movies are so off-brand. Yes or no?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen.
No, that's
Well-
not true.
Dark Marvel movies, Dark Marvel shows at least are very good.
Yeah.
They're very good. What Dark Marvel movies have there been though? I mean,
Just
they're all
Venom.
very bright and buttery. Like,
Yeah, I mean, even Venom was a little. It wasn't even dark. Like to me, like I felt like it was more of a, kind of comedy in the Venom stuff. I thought.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna go with the darkest one, I think Civil War was probably the darkest, but that wasn't even dark to me.
Or The Dark World was probably like the darkest, I would say, as far as just,
we don't talk about
So,
Thor: The Dark
so
World.
man, what
That's
the
what
fuck?
but that's what I'm saying. That's why it sucked. I don't know.
No, Infinity War. Infinity War was definitely dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, yes, Infinity
That-
War. Infinity War.
half the
Endgame
people
was kinda dark,
died.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember at the end of Infinity War, everyone was like, "That's it."
Also the score. The score just makes you cry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I think the mood of films changed by the time Infinity War and Endgame came. It was kind of like people kind of tired of the bright, happy,
yeah.
and it was a time for something dark. You know,
Remember,
Well, I think
people
Doctor Strange is gonna. I think Doctor Strange is gonna be dark,
I believe so too.
and it's a Sam Raimi
yeah.
movie. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so
But
excited.
Sam Raimi loves comedy.
I remember
and stuff,
people
too.
walked out of Infinity War. I could hear them talking like, "That was it? They lost?" Like that.
Well, everyone knew that part 2 was coming.
Oh yeah. Well, still,
Yeah.
people who weren't as close to it as we
Also,
are.
they knew that all those sequels were being made.
Yeah, but not
Yeah,
everyone
like,
is as close to it as we are.
Spider-Man movie
Spider-Man
being
has to come
scheduled
back.
after Spider-Man disappeared into dust. Was people were like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Well, clearly there's another film. Shut up."
Shut your mouth.
You imbecile.
Keep Spider-Man out your mouth, okay?
You know nothing.
The Joker scene. We got to see a Joker deleted scene from the infamous Batman movie, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah. How interesting was it? Because I haven't watched it yet.
It's very good.
Yeah,
Wow, how you
watch
not
You
see
guys
it?
warmed me up on it.
I mean, it's basically just an exchange between Batman and Joker at Arkham, just trying to get more information on the Riddler. So the way it's set up is that Barry Keoghan, who is the Joker, and that a lot of people were speculating whether it was Two-Face or the Joker, but it's been said prior to the movie coming out that he was going to be a Joker. Basically, he's just trying to get information on the Riddler, and just because of Joker being as psychotic as Riddler is, he figured he'd get more information
Very
about him.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, very, and it was cool because you kind of felt like there was history there. So I'm assuming that during Batman Year One, they encountered each other probably before he turned to Joker. What I'm assuming is that he fell into acid, which is why his face is so deformed and all that shit. So. It was a really cool scene. I thought Barry Keoghan's laugh was on point. Just the way that it's set up, and it could possibly lead into, which is the director's already talking about, Matt Reeves, incorporating him into the Arkham Asylum series that they're gonna come to HBO Max. But it was a cool scene. I mean, I'm glad they deleted it because personally, I felt like
It was extra.
it was extra, but it would have took away from what they've already built with the villains already that were in the movie, and it would have been like, oh my God, it's the Joker! I want more Joker! I want more Joker! You wouldn't have cared about the Riddler character anymore.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I
ahead,
feel
sir.
like the Joker, this version of the Joker, is to Batman what Chris Rock is to Will Smith. I
Jesus.
feel like this version of the Joker is like, I can't beat him in a fight, so I'm just gonna psychologically
Fuck him up.
psychologically destroy
What
the
if-
circle.
What if the whole tour is all about Will Smith jokes?
Oh my god.
And he's like, all right,
Oh,
I
I'm
won't talk
pretty
about
sure
your
that's
wife no
being
more.
written.
I won't talk about your wife no more, but
You know, but
Not
real
in
talk,
front of you.
I've heard a lot of people complain about this scene
yeah.
and say, well, why does the Joker's face look like that? They're doing too much. To me, the universe they're creating with the Batman, which I saw it for the second time this past week. The universe they're creating with the Batman is so great and so expansive because it's what DC does well is trying to ground things in reality. Like there's not a lot of uniforms and costumes. It's Batman's, he's wearing jogging pants and some Under Armour. So I like this. I really did like the scene, and he was the idea, like you said, a Silence of the Lambs thing. The idea of him coming and being like, I need to understand these people, and I use you. Imagine a world where Batman constantly goes to the Joker for advice on stuff, and then the Joker gets out, and he's like, I understand you now, Batman, and I'm trying to it would explain why he can't beat him, because his psyche, he can't understand his psyche. So I really liked the scene. I really liked the scene. I thought it was enjoyable. Some people thought it was too much or it's too long, but I understand why. Again, with Joey, I understand why they deleted it. Like, don't put that in the film. Like, do this as a teaser for us to be excited for the next film or whatever universe you're creating. I agree with that decision. But I found it interesting, very interesting. And it made the Joker look scary. Like,
He looks
he's never
scary as hell.
scary. Like, I could always run the Joker to fade. But that Joker, I'm like, ooh. That dude's running around your house.
That guy's out here cracking a smile with a fucked up face. Like
yeah. People under the stairs,
spooky
type. The hills have eyes type dude. That's kind of scary.
But I think he fell into acid. Like I think they crossed each other, and I think this is him being in Arkham right now is him in the process of being the Joker. I think that his face is fucked up because him and Batman got into it, and they were probably at the Acme joint or Ace Chemicals.
You said
Yeah,
Acme?
Ace Chemicals.
Acme.
Acme. I don't know why I said Acme.
Damn, Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
He's a
Yeah.
runner.
I mean, it's Warner Brothers. It's Warner
is
Brothers.
Warner
It's all the
Brothers.
same. It's all the same shit.
Oh man! Speaking more about actually Moon Knight, this is kind of Moonlight related. We have a green light for a Nova project. For anyone who
About
doesn't
time.
know what the Nova character is in the Marvel comics, Nova is practically the Green Lantern of the Marvel universe.
I thought that was gonna be
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be Miss Marvel because the way her Naga.
Because I think they're combining the Quasar character with her, with the bands and stuff like that. They're doing like a combination of that instead of doing the Inhuman reason for her powers from the comic book. The Nova show is supposedly attached already. The screenwriter is the writer for that is behind the Moon Knight show. So apparently Kevin Feige likes his show and likes the work he's done already without it coming out. So he's got a new project already. Or what's our temperature on Nova? We kind of got the Nova Corps a little bit from the Infinity War. Yeah. Go ahead, give it to us, Derek.
Strong.
Ooh.
Give us your feelings.
Why? How many decades are we gonna go with y'all teasing Adam Warlock
No, Adam Warlock's happening.
and giving
That's
us
happening in the
everything
next-
else besides Adam Warlock?
No,
I don't want
we're
cast
Nova.
getting.
I want Adam Warlock. You've been teasing this thing for 6 years now.
Yeah, you're
Give
gonna
us
get
Adam
him.
Warlock. I don't care about Nova and the Nova Corps.
You're gonna get him though. You're gonna get Adam Warlock in
He got
the next
casted.
Guardians.
You sound like the American government talking to Native Americans in 1867. We're gonna give you land. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
He's been cast already. We talked about it in the show.
We see his jacked body.
Yeah.
Yo, give me Adam Warlock. I don't care about Nova.
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
I like the story of the Nova where he actually becomes the Nova Prime. The whole Nova Corps gets destroyed and becomes.
Well, because you had the Nova Corps when you had Thanos and all this other stuff, and now you don't have that. So you have to create another threat because they destroyed the planet. He destroyed the planet where the Nova Corps were based.
Mm-hmm. There's
in Infinity War, correct?
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Like
we assumed that was destroyed off camera.
Yeah. I mean, they say it. So I'm not hyped about this at all.
Maybe he's the only survivor, and that's why he's Nova.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's really how it happened in the comics, right?
Yeah. Somewhat. He was part
One
of
of the guys,
Corps.
John C. Reilly's character, I forgot, is the one that kind of finds him and gives him the powers of
something like that.
Yeah.
And
to become Nova.
And
John C. Reilly
course,
couldn't take the powers because he was on the show, the Lakers show.
Amazing
Is it
show.
a
By
bad
the way.
show? I was gonna say, is it a bad show?
No, that Lakers
It's a
show is
very good
amazing.
That was
It's a very
good.
show. It's a dope
but-
show.
I thought you were saying it's a bad thing.
No.
The Nova. A lot of people like I like the Nova character, especially the later on character when they do the Annihilation of War in the comics and all that stuff. Rich Ortiz, how you feel about Nova? Or yeah, or
I don't know much about. This is another one I don't know much about the characters, but hey, more content for me is just more time for us to be on this show. So let's do it.
yeah.
Good way to put
Rich,
it.
Rich, we're not being paid to be on the show. You know that, right? Like,
Maybe one day.
You be honest, bro.
Maybe one day. Maybe one
the
day.
advertising dollars might roll in.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, with profanity,
Hey
we gotta
man.
get certain type of sponsors. We gotta get like Squatch, like men's.
I just enjoy.
Red Bull.
Manscaping sponsors.
You know what? I just thoroughly enjoy being on this podcast talking with you guys.
Manscaped.
Oh,
Aw.
you're so
That's,
sweet.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's not true.
Speedy, mute his screen, please.
Michaela, do you even know what the Nova character is? You
No,
familiar
I don't.
with it at all?
I'm not familiar with the Nova character, but I mean, like Rich said, ditto.
No. About you, Alto Games. Yeah, you familiar with the Nova character?
No, but I mean,
besides from like a fighting game or something.
No, I've literally never even heard of Nova, but I mean, you were saying he's similar to Green Lantern.
It's just it's just another movie that Tall Man's gonna miss, so he doesn't care.
I've watched the movies.
Boy, listen, I want that Chris Rock, Will Smith.
I think.
Tall Man Rich Ortiz moment so
Man,
bad.
you just try to mute my damn mic. You about to get the slap next time I see you. You lucky you don't work at the office anymore, or I'll show it to that fake pool of yours, and I'll slap the taste out your mouth.
I think it's only me and you, Joey, that I care about anything Nova happening.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, again, I'm not too familiar with Nova. I just understand like the lore they've created in the MCU already about it, especially after we get in the Nova Corps and the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, to finally get the payoff, knowing how Thanos got the Power Stone. And I mean, that's really what happens. Like, he destroys the whole Xandar and Nova Corps.
Right.
And next thing you know, this guy who's the last living Nova Corps, or, Xandarian or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Like, he absorbs all that power within the planet, or whoever is in the planet, whatever the case is. You know how majestic the MCU be these days. So yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see that story, because I really wanted. We never got to see how Thanos invaded Xandar, so I'm pretty sure that would be the setup in the beginning of the movie or the series. They'll take us back there just to kind of lead up to get us where we need to go on the Nova character. But yeah, I'm really happy to see where they're going. They're trying to do the cosmic thing. So
they do the cosmic thing well. There's a lot of rich lore that they can do, and it could be like its own. It could be its own sci-fi thing. Just the whole Marvel, sci-fi stuff that has to do with the planet Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it was kind of disappointing in Infinity War to hear that, Xandar was like destroyed and nothing else was to come of it. So now being able to like see something come out of that, is just better for.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah,
then it just makes it look like Guardians of the Galaxy was just a big waste of time.
Right.
I love the movie. It's like one of my favorite of the MCU films. But to have such a big, tie-in with Xandar and the Nova Corps, but then just have them destroyed next minute.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. We'll see what Nova turns out to be, but it should be positive.
It's gonna be a show, you said?
It should be. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be theatrical or it's gonna be Disney Plus.
Sounds like a show.
The guy who's writing Moon Knight is writing the movie.
They haven't quite announced what it's gonna be yet, but it's gonna be something.
Now I will say I'm not big on everything has to tie in, but if through that they introduce, because like I said, Thanos is gone. If through that they introduce Galactus and Silver Surfer and that's the threat, I'm here for it.
I do love some Silver.
I'm here for that. That'd be dope.
Oh. We're gonna circle back now, ladies and gentlemen, to the Oscars, because they the first time I think it's the first time they've ever done this before. They've had the public vote on things.
Yeah.
And apparently the Snyderverse Restore the Snyderverse squad was out for Zack Snyder on all this stuff, because the Justice League, the Zack Snyder's Justice League won. I forget what it was. Best
applause
moment. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, what?
To burst in applause during the movie or something.
It's like it wasn't in theaters.
Yeah. So
how did No Way Home not get that?
It's like No Way Home, and
it's like
about
through
that.
Twitter.
Yeah. Then I guess Army of the Dead won Best Picture.
That's OD.
Fan favorite.
Yeah, fan favorite. There you go. Yeah.
I heard that movie was trash.
Army of the Dead. The public.
Yeah, the 22 Oscars cheer moment. Yo, where the fuck are we as a society?
It's called the power of social media.
Sounds like some Bring It On shit.
You don't get your participation award ass up out of my face.
Army that wasn't bad. It just was.
But it wasn't just movies that came out last year.
They threw an interception. That's like a good game that the team threw an interception at the end and messed up the game. Yeah.
It
was all right. It was okay. It was a good game. It was a good watch.
Do you even watch football?
You got a 70 on the test, and you curved him to an 85.
I did.
No,
I did.
my little
You're
G,
right.
you got a 70, Gus. You have a D. What's the curve, though?
Oh my gosh! It's not like they won Best Picture.
I know.
It's
I
just
just
fan
But
favorite.
now,
It's just Twitter.
It's a reward around the name of the Oscars, and that's what makes it odd, I guess.
Well, what
Yeah,
was
you can
Army of the
respect
Dead?
it.
What was Army of the Dead going up against? Like, what other movies?
There was nothing going up
Nothing.
against them.
It was
It
just
literally
put random.
was just
Put whatever
Army
your
of
vote
the
is.
Living.
I think. Yeah.
They only go. It only
Army of
live
Alive.
against other dead Joes. They went up Walking Dead.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't hear it.
Well,
This is
to
crazy.
bring some context also to it, Cinderella got number 2. Camila Cabello's. So.
Are you against
Yeah,
that?
won the fan
Yeah, so
favorite
it's just
award.
a
Army of the
silly
Dead.
thing. It's just
I didn't even know
It's just a
Camila
silly
Cabello had a Cinderella.
Obviously, you weren't
Wait,
the
who
target audience
watched
for
the
that movie.
Oscars here? If you watched
whole
the full
entire life has
Oscars,
been a
right?
Cinderella
Like,
story.
say,
I did not
did
watch
you guys,
the
any of you guys
I did
watch
not.
the full Oscars? You
I
just
have
watched
not.
that
I did
moment?
not.
I didn't even know.
Saw that one.
I thought it was a
moment.
joke when
just
somebody
saw-
told me
I
what
just saw Will
happened.
Smith with that ill hip turn on that.
I get an alert on my phone
Put
when
us
black people
full force in that.
Okay. Oh, it's called the World Star Alert.
Oh my god.
The little
You hear his
Oh,
phone.
man. I think
You
that's
hear his
it.
phone scream, "World Star!"
Oh my god.
I think that's it for the show today, guys. I know Joey's got to run out here because he's got to go live on the air. So Joey, go and give everyone how they can follow you for everyone listening to the audio version of this.
Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at Joey Franchise, Monday through Friday, Wild 94.1, Wild 94.1 app is how you can listen to me, or if you're in the Tampa area, just turn that radio dial up. Yeah, that's where you can tap in with me.
Excellent. Mr. Tarek Lewis, how can they follow you, sir? For the audio, everyone.
My name is Tarek on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm not that active, but I will be soon because I will soon be unemployed.
Jesus.
Wow.
And that face too. Mr. Rich Ortiz, tell them they can follow you, sir.
Richie_Ortiz spelled right here in this blue little bubble, and Twitter.tv/Richie_Ortiz.
Twitter.tv.
Excellent. Michaela, how can they follow you? Let them know.
Twitch.
Mika Fig on Instagram, and then Adult Adventure Time on the YouTube.
Adult Adventure Time.
Adult Adventure Time.
Mr. Drew Tallman, aka Alto Games. Let them know
What
how they can
Speedy
follow you,
just
sir.
said, I actually spelled it all out this time. So Twitch, Alto Games, Instagram. Drew Tallman. So.
Excellent.
have to
Of
listen
course.
to the
I had to
audio
mirror
version.
myself, so that was hard.
Yeah,
We
of
have to
course.
listen to the audio version.
The audio version.
The audio
They're gonna be like, I don't know what he's pointing to.
Well, yeah.
Oops.
True. Oops.
Mr. Gamer
Sorry,
doesn't
we
understand
can't always get it all right,
technology.
guys. Okay.
Who listens to Twitch?
Of course, you can follow me at DJ Speedy JR. All the socials. Follow us. Follow the show. Geek Culture Congress put them together on Instagram. Separate them 3 words for Facebook page. And we are live every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the channels. And we'll see you back next week, where we'll be talking about Morbius, because only Joey's gonna watch it.
I'll watch it.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be there.
see
I'm
it.
gonna fall
I'm gonna
asleep
sneak it.
halfway.
I'll watch the bootleg.
I'm gonna sneak and see.
I'll
We
fall
also gonna
asleep.
talk about
I'ma
the
safely
Adam
say that-
Project.
Oh,
The
yeah, Adam Project was lit.
Adam
I completely forgot to talk about that.
That boy, that
Yeah.
little boy.
Yeah.
That little boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam-
So we'll talk about that.
Whoa,
Let's talk about that.
Yo. We're gonna talk about little
Oh, the
boys.
little boy was a good actor.
As an actor,
Well,
come on.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's wild in here.
We're going to hell.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
We'll talk
Goodbye.
about the
Go
Adam
watch-
Project next
Go
week.
watch Adam Project now.
Welcome to
It's
the
good.
Neverland Ranch.
Do it. Oh God. That's all.
On that note, we're leaving. Goodbye, everybody. We're talking Moon Knight, Morbius, and everything else next week, guys. See ya.